All right, guys, welcome back. Part 2. We are checking out the upper portion of a mine here. We just made the journey from the bottom. So there's a stope here. You can see where my light is. And it's about a 55-degree incline going down. It's kind of difficult to get up. It's all muddy and it takes a lot of energy. So that's the lower part, about 35 feet below where my flashlight is. And we're going to sample up here today. So you can see all along the base of here you got more copper sulfides, a lot more mineralization than is down below. You can see we got some sample tags here from when we were here last. Still intact. You can see hordes of bornite. Chalcopyrite there. This whole wall here is all mineralization along here. Part of the quartz vein. A nice mineralized vein up there. And all over here. So you can see all this up here. Hordes and hordes of bornite. So not only did we want to take a couple more samples from up in this area, more of the promising areas like this where you got solid masses of mineral, about a 30 centimeter wide vein at the smallest part here. But we also want to grab some samples for our top tier patrons. You come out here, if you saw that last video we made, there's the lower mine dump. Other entrance is down about right there. And you can see mineralization all along in here. All up in there and all over this place. So let's start sampling. Show you guys the samples we find. Okay, so you can see we just wet this area. You can see the loaded amount of molybdenite, bornite in there. These are just covered with dust, so it's hard to see. Look at the mineralization in there. So these are coming out with us today. We're starting to pull out samples here. I'll be going to some of our Patreon supporters. We'll be sending out a whole bunch of stuff in December for you guys. So we got quite a large number of samples. A lot of them are smaller because molybdenite is a fairly brittle sulfide mineral, so they don't stay intact. So when you got solid hunks of mineral, and you pull it off, it tends to disintegrate. So a lot of the samples we're finding are breaking into smaller pieces, but we got quite a few. I'd say close to 100. Let's go where there's some more light and I'll show you some samples. A lot of these are covered with copper oxidization, so a little bit difficult to see the mineral. Bornite there. That's molybdenite. That is bornite, molybdenite. Bornite in your gang of quartz. Here you got a couple samples with a little bit of molybdenite disseminated throughout your granodiorite. So lots and lots of samples. Here's a few that I cleaned off with water a bit, you can see. So we got about the same amount still inside the adit. Prospecting partner has those. Just outside the adit, more mineralization up here. You can see the strike and dip of the vein. I say the widest portion is probably about right here, where it's about 350 centimeters thick. A few more here. So lots of samples. I'm sure these will clean up nice. So it's time to head down and try and make it out of the adit. So we got our samples for our Patreon supporters. We got a few extra samples. We got someone's garbage. We got massive 15 centimeter long cave crickets that are going to jump out at us at any moment. We are ready to go. So this is the upper portion of the stope. You can see the three areas there. My prospecting partner sampled. All these rocks here, you can see the green. This is all basically hunks of chalcopyrite and bornite. Up there, not too much up there. I've been up there and took a sample at a small little area, and that's about it. And down there is that winds, which is where we gotta go. Very muddy and slippery. So at the bottom there's a 6-foot drop down to the lower portion of the adit. And that's how you get down. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the second part of this video. Thanks for watching. Did you forget your hard hat? Yeah. It's up there, isn't it?